Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Achane. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Milton back to throw. He beams one deep right side. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds too. Oh, I don't believe it. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the Marcus reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll throw on 1st. Oh, he lost the football. And the Dolphins got it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Trying for the deep ball. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky deadline, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Herbert from the gun. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he's out of bounds, up at midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. This one quickly to Harrison. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. It's Herbert once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd down, Herbert. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. It's an LA touchdown. So, Rock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert now. Taken in by Noah Fant. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Running left, here's A-Chain. Past midfield to the 45. And finally down right along that opposing 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete, so we've got 3rd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. They just get the play off. That's caught, Devon Achane. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Achane, a 1st down carry. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 13. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Achane running to the right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Achane. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. From a bit closer now, another look at 3rd and goal. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. So the penalty yardage moves him a bit closer here for 3rd and goal. Achane. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, the defense is energized with that stop. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Starting from the 5. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Hits him on the out route. And he's touchdown after a nice pick up there to get the first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds him on the slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now Milton to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down. Milton. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And the Dolphins got it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Play action now for Herbert. That one's cut along the left sideline. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Dolphins are on the move here. They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming. Herbert throwing again. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. From the red zone now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Taken in by Harrison. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now Herbert again. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Achane punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. De'Von Achane with the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Let's go. 19,
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That was Kayvon Thibodeaux there to wrap him up.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Receiver in motion, headed right. Here's Milton. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Milton. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Milton back to throw. Catch made by Cooks. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Throwing now, Milton. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Sending a receiver left. 2nd and 10 now. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motioning left. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They bring their tight end left. They're going play action. Buying some time right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Quick pass, right side, complete. And this one does not go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
He'll throw it. That's caught beyond the marker. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st. They'll try and punch it in. Has the LA touchdown. The Chargers take the lead right away in half number 2. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's going deep. It is caught at the 20. There it is, touchdown Miami. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards. And 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. He fields it from the 8. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now Milton to throw. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They motion the tight end over. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Milton now. That's caught for the 1st. It's a pickup of 26. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Milton. Has it downfield working the left. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st. Still sticking with the passing game. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Dolphins take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, we both saw what he was doing, Brock, trying to work the sideline there, but I don't think he ever saw the corner sitting back and just waiting to break on that throw.
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners in this league, they'll play to it. They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw, and then they'll close fast and take that ball away.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To throw, Milton. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Motioning him from the slot right. Here he is on 3rd and long. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 21-yard gain. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Working inside the red zone. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Danny Gray to return it. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Gets this to Fant. Decent gain here, but short of the first. They snap it to Herbert. He's got Harrison. And he'll get them enough for a first down. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the fourth. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, Herbert. Complete out to the right. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. It's Herbert once more. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Herbert to throw once more. Put the body on the line for his team. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They're now set for first and 10. Now Herbert again. Connects with Fant. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Second and 3 now. Herbert throwing again. Chased out to his right. He can run it. Oh no, the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Now Herbert to throw. Diving right side, got it. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down from the red zone. And the defender comes away with it. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And the Chargers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. First and 10. Milton back to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Alontae Taylor has it. And he's going to go. It's a pick six. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. Getting right back to it after that interception. Hits his running back. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Catch made over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's Milton. And he has the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers make it a 9-point advantage. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Fits it through the middle. No one around. He's got space. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Throwing now, Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 22-yard line.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Looking to throw. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They put a receiver in motion right. Back to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Here's A-Chain running right. He cuts it to the right sideline. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Devon A-Chain with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins take a 4-point lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Oh, quick throw here, left side. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing now. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. And the Dolphins make the play that should win them this game.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he works his way for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And just a week after being soundly defeated, they're back out there playing a much better brand of football. Short memories prevail, Brock, as they move past that loss and get back to some winning football. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.